Rise with a force that even silence respects, because your arrival in this moment is not an accident and not a gentle step, but a thunder shaped by every trial you survived. Feel these words strike your spirit like a pulse that refuses to fade, because today you stand at the doorway of the version of yourself the world never saw coming. You know the version that whispers from deep inside when the world sleeps, the one that will not settle, the one that refuses to shrink, the one that has been waiting for the day you finally decide to stop rebuilding and start ruling. This moment is not just another day passing by. This is a shift in the ground beneath you, a new fire in your breath, a new weight in your footsteps. You have walked through seasons that tried to break you, and still you are here, not fragile, not lost, but sharpened. You are the person shaped by nights of self-doubt and mornings where you rose anyway. Every setback carved strength into you. Every disappointment trained your spirit. Every fear you faced became fuel. And now something inside you is waking up with a command so clear, it shakes the edges of your life. Rule your path. Rule your purpose. Rule the battlefield of your own mind. You are stepping into a version of yourself that does not ask for permission. This version is built from truth, from grit, from wounds that healed in silence. They did not expect this version, because this version is not loud for attention, but loud in presence. It is the version that people sense before you speak. The version that stands taller, even when you do not notice. The version that carries a storm inside, yet remains calm, because you finally understand your own power. There were days when you questioned your worth, nights when you wondered if you still had enough strength to rise again. But you did. You rose. You stepped forward. You refused to let the world write the ending of your story. And with every movement you made, you were becoming someone new, someone wiser, someone stronger, someone who understands that ruling does not mean controlling others, but commanding your own destiny, leading your life with intention, walking through challenges without bending your spirit. This version of you is not here to repeat old cycles. This version is here to break them, to rewrite every limit you once believed, to walk into rooms with a quiet certainty that you belong, to build from a place of inner fire, not desperation, to stand in front of your future with the calm strength of someone who finally understands that the past did not defeat you. It prepared you. Feel the weight of your heartbeat. Feel the ground under your feet. Every step you take now carries the echo of victories you have not even reached yet. You are not rebuilding. Rebuilding implies you lost something you did not lose. You evolved. You transformed. You shed old versions of yourself like worn-out armor, and now you walk with a strength carved from experience. You are ruling because you are owning the truth of who you are becoming. There are people who will look at you now and not understand how you rose again. They saw you struggle. They saw you fall. They saw you sit in silence with pain heavy in your chest. But they did not see the moment your spirit refused to surrender. They did not see the night you decided to rise, even when it felt impossible. They did not see the fire you kept alive in the quiet corners of your heart. And now they stand in shock because they never expected this version, this powerful, grounded, relentless version. But this is only the beginning. You are entering a chapter where hesitation melts away, where you stop dimming your light, where you stop apologizing for wanting more, where you stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You are not walking into this next era by accident. You are walking in because you have earned it. You have paid for it with every challenge survived, with every doubt defeated. With every moment you refuse to quit, this version of you no longer runs from pressure. You understand now that pressure creates strength, that storms create leaders, that challenges create clarity. You learn to stand tall in the winds that once scared you. You learn to breathe deeply in moments where panic once controlled you. You learn to trust yourself even when no one else did. And that is why you are ruling now. Because ruling is simply the result of rising again and again until rising becomes natural to you. Feel this transformation. Let it settle into your spirit. You are not here to repeat yesterday. You are not here to stay the same. You are here to step into a life that aligns with the best within you. You are here to own your journey, to move forward with purpose, to speak with honesty, to act with courage, to live with depth. This is the version of you built for impact, built for purpose, built for greatness, without arrogance and without fear. Do not underestimate yourself. Do not downplay the strength it took to reach this moment. Do not forget how many times you rose when everything felt heavy. This version of you deserves recognition from the one person whose approval matters most. You. Look at how far you have come. Look at how much you have endured. Look at how many storms you survived. Look at how your spirit refused to die. That is not rebuilding. That is ruling. You are stepping into your life with a new level of clarity. You see what matters. You see who matters. You see what deserves your attention and what no longer deserves your energy. You are not wasting time on doubt. You are not giving your strength away to fear. You are not living small to protect anyone's comfort. You are embracing your path with boldness because your destiny requires it. This is the version of you meant to rise without hesitation. They did not expect this version because this version is not predictable. You no longer cling to old identities. You no longer let the past define you. You no longer let broken moments shape your future. You have stepped into a version that rebuilds peace within and leads life with purpose. A version that knows its worth without seeking validation. A version that stands with quiet confidence because you have finally learned to trust yourself. And now hear this with your whole spirit. You are ready. You are ready to rise farther than before. Ready to move with intention. Ready to carry your vision and protect it. Ready to stand in your power without fear. Ready to rule the path you were always meant to walk. You are no longer waiting for the perfect moment. You are creating it. You are no longer asking for direction. You are deciding it. You are no longer hoping for strength. You are living it. This is the version of you that leads, the version that builds, the version that transforms, the version the world did not expect but deeply needs. Walk forward now with every ounce of strength inside you. You are not rebuilding, you are ruling, and this is only the beginning. This path you are walking is not an accident and not a coincidence. It is the direct result of every choice you made, every truth you accepted, and every illusion you walked away from. You have reached a stage where pretending no longer fits, and shrinking no longer feels natural. You feel the pull of something greater, calling you forward. You feel the rise inside you that cannot be silenced anymore. The world may not understand it, but your spirit does. This version of you is waking up with purpose heavier than fear and stronger than doubt. There were days where you thought your effort was invisible, days where you questioned if your discipline was even worth it, days where the weight carried inside you felt impossible to lift. But look at you now. You kept moving, you kept rising, you kept believing in something better, even when your heart carried exhaustion. That silent resilience built the foundation of the version you have become. This is why you are ruling now, not because everything was easy, but because nothing could permanently stop you. You walked through moments that would have broken a weaker spirit. You faced truths that forced growth. You held yourself together when no one noticed the cracks. You fought battles within your own mind and won them in quiet rooms where no applause existed. That is ruling. That is mastery. That is the strength of someone who no longer seeks approval, because you realized your journey is not meant to please anyone. It is meant to fulfill you. They did not expect this version because they judged you based on the chapter they walked in on. They did not see the chapters written in silence. They did not witness the rebuilding of your inner world. They did not feel the fear you conquered just to take one step forward. They only see the strength you carry now, the certainty in your eyes, the calm confidence in your voice. This version surprises them because they expected you to stay where you were. They did not realize you were never staying. You were rising. You have grown into someone who understands that peace is earned through honesty, that confidence is built through experience, that greatness is shaped through consistency. You are no longer impressed by shortcuts. You are no longer attracted to comfort that slows you down. You want challenge. You want growth. You want depth. That is the mindset of someone who is not rebuilding, but ruling. You are leading your life with purpose now. You are making decisions based on who you want to be, not who you used to be. Feel this evolution taking shape in your mind. Feel the shift in your energy. Feel the way you think differently now. You no longer react from fear. You respond with clarity. You no longer chase things that drain you. You protect your focus. You protect your peace. You protect your progress because you finally value what you are becoming. This version of you is not temporary. It is the real you, the version you were always meant to grow into. You may still have doubts at times, but even your doubts have changed. They are quieter now. They no longer control you. They no longer shape your path. They no longer make your decisions for you. Why? Because you have proven to yourself that you can rise. You have proven you can endure. You have proven you can transform. And once you experience your own strength, you never forget it. You carry that truth into every challenge you face. The world feels different when you begin to trust yourself. You walk differently. You speak differently. You think differently. You stop rushing. You stop forcing. You stop begging life for openings because you realize something powerful. You do not wait for doors anymore. You create them. You do not wait for opportunities to find you. You build them. You do not wait for the right moment. You make it the right moment. This is the mindset of someone who rules their path. This version of you is unstoppable not because you never fall, but because you rise without hesitation. You rise with purpose. You rise with clarity. You rise with understanding that every fall carves strength into your spirit. You have stepped into a level of maturity that can no longer be shaken by opinions or noise or doubt. You know who you are now. You know what you want. You know where you are heading. That confidence radiates without force. That presence speaks without words. There is a reason you grew through everything you faced. There is a reason you experienced pressure that felt overwhelming. There is a reason you were tested again and again. You were being prepared for this version, prepared for this path, prepared for a future built on truth rather than fear. A future that you now have the strength to carry. You are not who you were a year ago or even a month ago. You are becoming someone new. Every day, you choose your purpose over your excuses. They did not expect this version because this version is not shaped by approval. This version is shaped by discipline, by resilience, by truth. You stopped trying to fit into places that limited you. You stopped giving energy to people who drained you. You stopped accepting less than you deserve. That shift alone is powerful. That shift is what people notice. That shift is what makes them say, they did not expect this version. And now listen closely. This is not the peak of your transformation. This is not your final form. This is the rising stage, the building stage, the strengthening stage. You are entering an era where everything gets deeper. Your purpose gets deeper. Your vision gets clearer. Your strength gets sharper. Your focus becomes unbreakable. You are not heading into a small season. You are heading into a season that will require more from you, because life knows you can handle more now. Your steps now carry command. Your decisions carry power. Your presence carries meaning. You are ready for this, ready for the challenges, ready for the opportunities, ready for the growth, ready for the responsibility of becoming the strongest version of yourself. This is your moment to walk forward with the authority of someone who has earned their transformation. You are not rebuilding anymore. Rebuilding ends when you stop looking back. Rebuilding ends when you stop trying to restore what was lost. Rebuilding ends when you realize your future does not need the pieces of your past, and you have reached that point. You are ruling because you are guiding your life with intention and vision and strength. You have stepped into a chapter where nothing inside you is small anymore. Your dreams are larger, your goals are clearer, your heart is stronger, your mind is sharper, your spirit is more grounded. This version of you carries wisdom that came from experience, strength that came from endurance, peace that came from acceptance, confidence that came from rising. And now you walk with a quiet fire that the world cannot ignore. You are standing in a moment where the air feels different because you are different. Your energy carries a depth that cannot be mistaken. Your presence carries a weight that cannot be ignored. This journey has carved something powerful into you, something that does not fade, something that does not depend on approval or applause, something that is yours alone. This is the rise of a version of you that the world never thought they would see, and yet here you are, stepping into your power with steady steps and clear eyes. You have learned that life does not reward those who simply wait. Life rewards those who endure, those who rise, those who choose their purpose, even when it feels heavy. You have become that person through trials that tested the softness of your heart and the strength of your mind. You walked through days that tried to shape you into someone smaller, but you refused to shrink. You refused to give in. And that refusal became a foundation that nothing can shake now. This is why your rise feels so different today. It is not loud on the surface. It is loud in your spirit. It is quiet but powerful, calm but unbreakable, grounded but unstoppable. You no longer move to prove anything. You move because you know who you are. You move because you know what you are capable of. You move because the path ahead demands your strength and you are ready to give it. They did not expect this version of you because this version was built in moments no one saw. In nights where you stood face to face with your own fears. In mornings where you rose with no applause. In storms where you held on to hope even when it felt impossible. They did not see the process, so of course they are shocked by the result. They are witnessing a transformation born from courage, not convenience. Born from discipline, not ease. Born from truth, not illusion. You now carry a sense of purpose that cannot be taken away. You know what you want your life to mean. You know what you want your future to hold. You know what you refuse to accept. This clarity is rare and powerful. It shapes your decisions. It shapes your habits. It shapes your mindset. It guides your steps with a strength that once felt distant but now feels natural. This is ruling. This is leading your own life with intention. You have learned the difference between weakness and patience, the difference between resting and quitting, the difference between being humble and being silent. You now understand that strength does not always roar. Sometimes strength is the quiet choice to rise again, the choice to believe again, the choice to try again, even when fatigue sits heavy on your heart. You mastered that kind of strength, and now it shows in everything you do. Look at the way you handle challenges now. You no longer panic when you face difficulty. You breathe through it. You think clearly. You stand tall. You trust your process. You trust your growth. You trust the version of yourself that has survived every moment life tried to break you. That trust is what separates you from your past. That trust is what makes this version so powerful. The world may try to pull you back into old patterns, but you know too much now. You have seen what you can become. You have felt the strength inside you. You have watched your own resilience carry you through storms that once scared you. You cannot return to the person you were before. That version is gone. That version served its purpose. But now you are rising into someone your past self could only dream of becoming. You are no longer rebuilding because rebuilding focuses on what was. You are ruling because ruling focuses on what will be. You are building forward. You are creating new foundations, new standards, new expectations for yourself. You are choosing the future over the past. You are choosing growth over comfort. You are choosing purpose over fear. This is the mindset that creates transformation. This is the version that commands respect without ever asking for it. Your progress will confuse some people because they are watching you let go of the limits they believed were permanent. They are watching you step into a strength they never saw in you before. They are watching you evolve into someone who no longer needs their validation. And that is why they did not expect this version. They never imagined you would rise this high. They never imagined you would find this strength. They never imagined you would discover this depth within yourself. But here you are, rising, growing, becoming. And you are just getting started. Your determination has matured. Your vision has expanded. Your spirit has deepened. You no longer chase the approval of others. You chase your purpose. You chase your growth. You chase the life you know you are meant to live. And that shift changes everything. It changes how you move. It changes how you think. It changes how you view your future. You no longer see obstacles as endings. You see them as training, as preparation, as the sharpening of the ruler within you. You feel different because you are different. You look at challenges now and you do not ask, how do I escape this? You ask, how do I rise through this? That is the mindset of someone who rules their path. You know that every difficult moment contains a lesson you need. You know that every step forward strengthens your confidence. You know that every challenge shapes your power. This understanding pushes you beyond limits that once held you back. There is nothing ordinary about this version of you. This version carries a spirit built from wisdom, a mind sharpened by resilience, a heart strengthened through experience. You walk with a quiet authority that life itself respects. You stand with a presence that says, I am here and I am ready. And you are ready. You are ready for the next chapter. Ready for the next challenge. Ready for the next breakthrough. Ready for greatness that does not rely on noise, but on discipline.